have a gig tonight in California. I am still in New Orleans. I was supposed to be in California on Tuesday. But New Orleans, of all places, found itself under about 10 to 11 inches of snow. And the flights have been continually, obviously, canceled because we're not equipped for that. So, I'm just going to do some last minute things, and then, supposed to fly out today. But what this means is that I'm going to leave the airport in Oakland and go straight to the venue. I'm playing the gig with whatever I got on. All I'm traveling with is my bass and my laptop and the clothes on my back. So we're waiting on a pilot and some flight attendants. So either way, I'm going to California. Whether or not I make this gig remains to be seen.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines and this flight crew, we'd like to welcome you to Oakland.
It's happened once before, but this is some real different stuff, man. Snowed in New Orleans for 3 days. All flights canceled. Got on the last possible flight. I'm actually about to make this gig.
Versus your own doctor.
Right.
A visitor from New Orleans tonight.
And Ted was one of the original members of the first band I ever had. So I was sad when he moved away, but so happy he's back.
Because he couldn't get on a plane because there was apparently a snowstorm. He sent us a picture of his car and it looked like a lump of snow.
Want to know how to fly with your bass? I'm gonna show you how I do it. Listen, I know that there's cats out there that got different opinions on it. This is how I do it. It's not the way, it is a way. First things first, I always do everything possible to get in an early boarding group if I'm carrying on. It's been a long time since I carried on. The last time I went out of the country, I took 2 basses. I put one in a flight case, and I carried on the other one, and I'll tell you my experience with that. Gator Titan has been my absolute go-to. You see, the last time I went out of the country, Suvarnabhumi Airport, of course, I got some branding there because somebody, my homies, the Bad Sandies, because somebody's always, asking. It's a little self-promotion, never hurt anybody. Here's the thing I like about this case. It's you can get one for P-Bass. This one is specifically made for jazz basses. All my jazz basses fit inside of this thing. Here's all my stuff, just as it is. Got a little, little throat coat, for singing stuff. Got a little, I don't know why that's in there. A little Tiege Hanley. Do I have an affiliate link for Tiege Hanley? Some Ray-Bans and a AirTag. You know, every now and again, TSA gonna go in there because they nosy. You know what I mean? But that's all good. Peep this. You see that solid? These latches, man, they are solid. They're not gonna get hooked on anything. They are rock solid. They are everything that you would want a case to be. Also, there are recessed wheels on here. The only problem that I'm gonna show you the only issue that I have with this case is that the handle, of course you gotta have your neck pillow. The handle doesn't have a lot of room, but it's not the funnest thing in the world to roll. But what I have done is I take me a little handkerchief or something, a little bandana, tie it around and just drag it. You know what I mean? Now, I used to use mono all the time. Those gig bags rather lasted me a long, long time. Now I use the Reunion Blue. What a month this week has been. Today is Monday, the 27th. So I started filming this video on the 24th, which was the day to get. I think it was Friday. That was Friday. So let me just recap some things that I think are very important. Number one, if you are going to fly, my number one stop is going to be to check my instrument. And to feel safe checking that instrument, I'm going to use the Gator Titan. I think it's the best thing on the market, really, for protecting an instrument. Don't be crying about the price of the case. You got to think about it. Is that instrument that you put in there, is it worth spending some money to protect it, right? That's number one. If I have to carry on, I'm going to use my Reunion Blues gig bag. And early boarding is important. I highly recommend getting TSA pre and, basic time management, right? So I'm not a person that likes to cut things close. I like to get where I need to be with time to spare. When I flew this time, I got to the gate, the security, and the guy was like, something is wrong. Either your name, date of birth, or gender is wrong. You got to go back upstairs. So I was already under a time crunch because I needed to catch this last flight. That was it, right? But I was at the airport in enough time that I was able to get that done, get back, and still had hella time to just kind of kick it and, just relax. So, TSA pre, if you got to carry on, get on an early boarding group. I like Southwest. I don't ever have a problem with them. I deal with them a lot. And really, I haven't had a whole lot of problems with anybody with that. Which brings up another point. This is just basic dealing with people 101. You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So if you want to roll and you got your FAA regulations and you want to stand there arguing with people and stuff like that, it's probably just not even going to be a good deal. Maybe you win, maybe you don't, maybe you miss your flight. Just be cool. Southwest, man, people didn't bat an eye at me looking. They don't, hey, man, you in Group A? Cool. Even if you at the end of Group A, you've got plenty enough overhead space. And if they don't have overhead space and you're just cool with one of the flight attendants, man, they'll throw that thing in the closet for you, right? But having that early boarding group really helps all those things. Flying is always fun. It's always a little bit of an adventure. I don't fly as much as I used to, but I love flying. I really enjoy flying. I really enjoy traveling, and I've done it with my instrument a lot. Wouldn't call myself a road warrior, but this is something that I've done quite a bit. Some people might say if you carry a flight case, it's a hassle. I don't find it to be a hassle if I'm traveling to take my road case, which isn't that heavy. It's not like a big anvil case, taking that from the hotel to the gig. It's a little cumbersome, but you know, I'm not living there. I'm not going get it's got a different function than a gig bag. So it ain't that big of a deal to me. But I forgot to mention, as far as checking your base goes, I put an AirTag in the case. End of story. Put an AirTag in there and we're not worrying about it. You know, air travel has progressed, you know, enough to where it's been a long time since I had a bag lost. You may get a delay here or there, but those days are of getting stuff just lost and out there in the wind. Those days are largely over, I think. I think we're a little bit more together than that. But anyway, that's my experience. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you watched it all the way to the end. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.